Hi guys, so today we're going to take a look at the brand new Fender Ultra Luxe Vintage 60s Stratocaster. So with this new line, you get a lot of the stuff you get in their existing Ultra Luxe lineup in terms of quality and features, but with some vintage inspired aesthetics. You can get a 50s Strat, a 60s Strat, a 50s Tele, and a 60s Tele Custom. There's also a 60s Strat with a humbucker in the bridge. The line comes in a range of classic Fender colors. This one is a 60s Strat in, I don't know if you'd call it surf or seafoam green. It's really nice. So some of the features you get on this guitar, starting from the top, you've got the deluxe locking tuners, you get the vintage style Fender logo on the headstock, tusk nut, I think, rosewood board, maple neck, stainless steel frets. It's really nice. I've never had stainless steel frets before. They play really nice. They're polished really nice as well. You get the clay dot inlays. It's a compound radius. I think it starts at 10 inches and works its way up to 14, really flat at the top. It's really nice, really comfortable. The frets are medium jumbo. The neck profile itself is augmented D. It's really, really comfortable. I tend to not get on with the modern C shape on a lot of Fender necks, but this is really, really comfortable for me. You get the skunk stripe on the back as well. The finish on the neck as well is a kind of a satin finish. It's not gloss, so it's really easy to move around. You don't get that sticky high gloss feeling. The body itself on this is alder. In terms of the electronics then, for the pickups, you've got what they're calling pure vintage 61 pickups. They sound really, really nice. You have the S1 switching system. So you get your usual 5-way selector switch, but there's a button on the volume switch, and when you press this button, you can get different combinations of pickups. So I think in position 2, you can get all 3 pickups together, and there's a few other combinations. Really interesting. You get some different sounds out of it. You also get the modern 2-point trem with the pop-in trem arm. It's set up floating from factory. It's really, really stable. I've had no tuning stability issues with it. I prefer to lock down the trem flush to the body. It's just a personal preference thing, because when I'm playing, I often have my hand rested just here on the bridge, and when the trem is floating, that can cause issues. So with the Ultra Luxe line, you also get the Ultra body contours. So this is like a comfort carve with the easy access heel joint. It just makes it a bit more comfortable, and it's a bit easier to get higher up on the frets. So the main draw for me with this new Ultra Luxe Vintage line is their Heirloom Finish. So this is a nitrocellulose lacquer finish. It's got this beautiful lacquer checking all the way through and light little dings. And all the hardware as well is just slightly aged. Not dinged up or anything, just slight little scratches and everything, so it doesn't look brand new. The finish itself, I wouldn't call it a satin finish, but it's definitely not high gloss. It's just slightly worn in. Beautiful, really nice looking guitar. I've spoken about nitrocellulose finishes before on this channel. I love nitrocellulose finish. I'm convinced it makes a massive difference to the tone, especially for Strats. I know a lot of people will disagree with me on that, but I'm convinced it makes a difference. I know lots of people have different opinions when it comes to aged or relic finishes on guitars. Personally, I don't care. I love relic guitars. I love aged finishes. It means I don't care about dinging it or marking it up. You don't have to be careful with it. You're only adding to the character of it. I love it. So this also comes with a really nice vintage style brown hard case. And in the case, you get some strap locks and a few things like that. I'll get some shots of that. It's a pretty nice case. Okay, so I'll run through some of the tones you can get from this thing now as well. On the floor in front of me, I have a Thorpe Effects Tacit Blue, and I have a green Halcyon from Origin Effects, and that's all running into a Victory Amps, the Deputy combo in the background. I'll kick on the Tacit Blue from Thorpe Effects now, get some fuzz tones. Okay, I'll kick on the Green Halcyon now as well and get some Tube Screamer type tones. Yeah, so that's the Fender Ultra Luxe Vintage 60s Stratocaster. I really, really like this guitar. It plays beautiful, sounds beautiful, looks beautiful. The quality is amazing. But for me, it's that heirloom lacquer finish that does it. It's just gorgeous to look at. Fender did send this out to me to make some Instagram videos with. They don't know I'm making this YouTube video. All these thoughts and opinions are my own, but do with that information what you will. I don't actually know how much this guitar is going to retail for, but I think the regular Ultra Luxe Stratocasters here in Ireland are around €3,100, something like that. I can only assume this will be a little bit more with the heirloom finish, but maybe not. I don't know. If I find out before this video comes out, I'll put it up on the screen. Yeah, but that's the new vintage Ultra Luxe 60 Stratocaster. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. And yeah, thanks for watching.